And I'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call this meeting to order, and I'd like to begin by reading the school code. To the members of the Board of Directors of the School District of the City of Scranton, in accordance with the provisions of the school code, the members of the Board of Directors of the School District of the City of Scranton will meet in the boardroom of the Administration Building, 425 North Washington Avenue, Scranton, Pennsylvania, 18503, on Monday evening, December 7th, 2015, at 7 o'clock p.m. prevailing time, for the purpose of reorganization, including the election of president and vice president and the adoption of the rules for the ensuing year. Right. At this time, right now I have some presentations to make. I have a plaque here for Mr. Kyle Donahue in recognition of outstanding leadership and dedicated service as board member of the Scranton Board of School Directors 2013 to 2015. Mr. Armand Martinelli, in recognition.
He's got about 5 of those.
Right here. One more.
Dr. Lynn Rowan. And now I have a plaque for Mr. Robert Sheridan in recognition of outstanding leadership and dedicated service as Vice President of the Scranton Board of School Directors, 2014 to 15. And Mr. Cy Duwahi for President.
Thank you, Mrs. Ward.
Thank you.
And we got it right here. One more. Thank you. Thanks, Angie.
Mr. Duwahi, do you have any remarks from outgoing officers or members?
I have a prepared statement, but first I would like to
to preface my comments by the fact that I will not be the board chair in 2015, 2016. I believe it's definitely time for someone else to sit in this seat. But I do want to take an opportunity to congratulate our new arrivals, the new board members, Bob Lesh, Jim Timlin, and Tom Schuster. Congratulations on your election, and you are more than welcome here. We are looking forward to your active participation as board members. Congratulations, gentlemen. Now for my prepared statement. By law, by statute, the Board of Education must reorganize every December, and tonight we are here to fulfill that obligation. Now, as the board chair for the 2014-2015 calendar year, I believe we have accomplished much, but much of it was done with heavy lifting, and I will speak of some of our progress shortly. Initially, I would like to thank the Board Secretary, Virginia Orr, for her tireless and highly efficient performance. Mrs. Orr's assistance was invaluable in completing my responsibilities as president. Your knowledge of how this enterprise operates and your selfless devotion to it are remarkable to me. My sincerest thanks, Virginia.
Thank you.
I would like to thank the administrative team. Our new superintendent, Dr. Alexis Kirian, has come to the district with an intelligent, experienced, and positive plan for the future. Much has to be done for the Scranton School District to make the gains that we know are necessary in the areas of student achievement and fiscal health. She brings a blueprint based on real-life professional experiences and empirically gathered data. More heavy lifting will be required, but the outcomes will be worth it. She has my unwavering, unconditional support. On June 30th of 2014, John Marichak returned to the district. And on July 28th of 2014, we named him acting superintendent. For the next 11 months, he wore the leadership mantle with confidence, effectiveness, and dignity. Without John's leadership during this time, quite frankly, I don't know what we would have done. His work ethic and commitment to his hometown district are startling. I sincerely wish to express my gratitude for a stalwart performance. Bravo, Coach. John Menorah, Greg Sunday, Aaron Keating, Bill Gaynard, Joe Brazil, Ann Salerno, Pat Laffey, and Jeff Brazil have pushed the needle forward every day. The last 4 years of funding cuts and increased pension obligations from Harrisburg have made our educational and financial operation most difficult. At times, we have vacillated between alarm and panic here. Yet, through the efforts of these people who I just mentioned, we have not only prospered, we've not endured a program cut or a layoff. I would call it a loaves and fishes effort. Truly miraculous. Now, the staff of people who support them, the people that I just named, are people that I would also like to thank. They are too numerous for me to mention individually, but they know who they are. They are the backbone of our administration, and I want to thank them. In 2015, we put out to bid our electrical maintenance service contract, plumbing and heating services, life insurance, food service, all at record savings. We renegotiated our van service contract for the transportation of our special needs students at a savings of $205,000 per year. With the reconfiguration of our bell schedule, staggering the starts of our elementary and middle school students, we're about to save $1 million a year on our regular education busing contract. The Aramark food contract has brought us a $1 million yearly guarantee and the addition of breakfast in the classroom program for our elementary and middle school students. Our curriculum development has been on pace for total revision from K to 12 by the end of the school year in 2016. We have initiated a new hiring policy and procedure for our paraprofessionals that mimics the teacher hiring policy. Now, change is rarely easy, especially when it involves reconsideration of decades of past practice. However, the candle gave way to the light bulb, and we moved on. I believe that this year will act as an impetus for our continuing change and improvement. In closing, I leave the chairman's position with the hope that the next president will have the support of the entire board in every way, and we will support the administration in its day-to-day operation and running of this district. This is how we will continue to make the necessary progress. Lastly, I would like to thank my fellow board members. Your involvement and work have made the successes of the past year possible. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to thank and wish our outgoing board members good luck. Mr. Martinelli is a very trusted and old friend of mine. Special friendship. Dr. Rowan and Kyle Donahue are new friends, and I have benefited and grown from our time together, and I mean that. I will definitely miss your voice in executive session, and I will miss your counsel. And I sincerely hope that it continues in some fashion. And at that, I would like to thank you all. Now, continuing forward, I would like to know if any of our outgoing members would like to make a statement. Mr. Donahue, would you like to say something on the way?
I would just like to congratulate the newly elected and re-elected board members that are going to be sworn in tonight. I wish you all the best. You got a tough road ahead of you this first month. You got to close this $17.9 million budget deficit. We have a structural deficit as related to our audit of 2014 of $18.9 million that you also have to close. So you got a pretty tall hill ahead of you. It's not going to be easy. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Martinelli.
Yes, Mr. President. Finally, the octogenarian and the dinosaur and the classmate of Galileo are leaving the board. Finally leaving the board. And I have mixed emotions about this. First, I am relieved, but yet I am sad because I'm leaving my good friends on this board. And I consider all of you my good friends. I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Rowan, the Rock of Gibraltar on this board. I will miss her, working with her. And Doctor, you were an outstanding board member. Kyle, you were the fiscal conscience of this board, and you were also an outstanding board member. Together we did quite a few things on this board to get our district moving. And in my opinion, the gold nugget of this whole thing was hiring Dr. Kirian as our superintendent. She is more than qualified. She has some great plans for this district. I'm hoping that the new school board will give her 100% backing so that she can implement those plans. And I also want to thank her staff for everything they've done for me. This past year, Mr. President, has been a difficult year for us. But we got through it because of your hard work and your outstanding leadership. We came through it with flying colors, and we owe you a debt of gratitude.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you for everything you did for us. And finally, Jenny, like West, you're the best.
Dr. Rowan.
I would also like to congratulate the newly appointed or newly elected officials who are coming in to take our seats, and to wish you the best of luck in the upcoming year and the upcoming month. Like Kyle said, you got a steep road ahead of you. I'd like to thank all the board members for all your support. I mean, we didn't always agree on everything, but somehow in the end we usually came together, and that's really what it's all about in the end. And to the staff, the administration, Dr. Kirian, I wish I had more of an opportunity to work with you. I just happened to get hurt at the wrong time. But you and the rest of your staff, I appreciate all your support, answering my questions, returning my calls throughout the last 5 years. Really appreciate it. And Ginny Orr, Arnold said it the best. Like Wes, you're the best. So I'm going to miss you terribly. And that's really all I have. Good luck, you guys.
I'm going to break with tradition a little bit and ask if any of the other members of the board would like to say something at this time. You may feel free to take the microphone.
I kind of did mine a couple weeks ago, thinking it was the last meeting, but then we decided to have 15 after that. So
I just want to thank Kyle, Mr. Martinelli, and Dr. Ruani, especially Dr. Ruani and Mr. Martinelli. When I got here, I really had no idea what to expect, and whenever I needed any help or anything like that, they were always, willing to hear me out, give me advice. And the same goes for you, Mr. Tillman, Mr. Schuster, Bob. You've been here a while before, but I just wanted to say thank you, guys. Kyle, thank you. Best of luck with everything. And Mr. Dwight, thank you for the last year.
You're more than welcome, Robbie.
I would just like to say thank you to all our outgoing directors. It's been great. We really created a bond between all of us in the last 4 years. We've gone through some tough times and we've bounded together and worked together. Kyle has done a great job with financing with us, and it's just a pleasure to have you on the board with us and to help us with that. And you know what you're doing, and I give you a lot of credit there. Doctor, you're like a good neighbor. You're always there with me. You're close to me. Armin, me and you go back many years. And I'm going to miss you. I miss you greatly. And you've been a great guy. And I'd just like to say, Mr. President, you've done a great job in the last year. You stood tall, and you were tough, and you had to be tough, and we wouldn't have gotten through it without you.
Thank you, Bob.
President, I'd like to say just a few words quickly as well. And I do want to congratulate every board member that I served with over the past year. It's been an absolute honor. I can say up here that I've actually learned something from every single person on this board. And when you ask for a question, I always relate it to being something similar to trying to drink from a fire hose. You want a little bit of information, and I often walk away with more questions than I had when I started. It's a difficult job, and it's at times trying, to say the least, but it's also very rewarding. So I look forward to working with all the new board members and starting a friendship and relationship with all of you. And lastly, I just want to say about the President, I've had you as a teacher, I've had you as a coach, and now I've worked with you on this board. And through all of that, I've always learned from you. And I've always found you to be a person of integrity. And I think that you did a very good job in extremely difficult circumstances this year. And the next board president is going to have many obstacles ahead of him as well. But I just wanted to say thank you. And thank you to all of you. And I can't wait to work with all of you.
Thank you.
I would also like to wish the best of luck on your endeavors, Dr. Ron, Mr. Martinelli, Kyle Donahue. You guys did a great job. You'll be sorely missed. And best of luck to our new members that are coming in, Mr. Lesh, Mr. Timlin, and Mr. Schuster.
Well, with that being said, I do want to wish you guys good luck, and I'm looking forward to working, because I did not get to say that a couple weeks ago, but I did get to say goodbye to these guys. And thank you,
Great to
Scott,
have
for
you on.
everything.
Mrs. Orr, will you be prepared for reading the certificates of elections?
Yes, I have in my possession the certificate of elections for the newly elected board members, Paul Duffy, Bob Lesh, Carol Oleski, Tom Schuster, and James Timmer. Now, we're going to move ahead to the administration of oath. Mr. Duffy?
Now the 7th day of December 2015.
And now the 7th day of December 2015,
I, Paul J. Duffy Jr.,
I, Paul J. Duffy Jr.,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
of the office of school director
of the office of school director
for the Scranton School District
for the Scranton School District
with fidelity,
with fidelity
and strive for the success
and strive for the success
of this organization
of this organization
within the laws of the Commonwealth
within the laws of the Commonwealth
and the bylaws of the organization.
and the bylaws of the organization.
Congratulations, Mr. Musola.
Mr. Lesh?
Repeat after me. And now, the 7th day of December, 2015,
Now, on the 7th day of December, 2015,
I, Bob Lesh,
I, Bob Lesh,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of the office of school director
of the office of school director
for the Scranton School District
of the Scranton School District
with fidelity,
with fidelity
and strive for the success
and strive for the success
of this organization
of this organization
within the laws of the Commonwealth
within the laws of the Commonwealth
and the bylaws of the organization.
and the bylaws of the organization.
Congratulations, sir.
Mrs. Carol Oleski?
And now, the 7th day of December, 2015,
And now the 7th day of December 2015,
I, Carol Oleski,
I, Carol Oleski,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of the office of school director
of the office of school director
in the Scranton School District
in the Scranton School District
with fidelity,
with fidelity
and strive for the success
and strive for the success
of this organization
of this organization
within the laws of the Commonwealth
within the laws of the Commonwealth
and the bylaws of this organization.
and the bylaws of this organization.
Congratulations.
Mr. Tom Schuster?
Repeat after me as you raise your right hand, sir. Now, this 7th day of December 2015,
Now, the 7th day of December 2015,
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
and I will discharge my duties
I will discharge my duties
as an officer of the, as an office of school director district,
as an officer of the school district
with fidelity,
with fidelity,
and strive for the success
with fidelity, and strive for the success
of this organization,
of this organization
within the laws of the Commonwealth,
within the laws of the Commonwealth
and the bylaws of this
and
organization.
the bylaws of this organization.
Congratulations.
And Mr. James Tinlin?
now the 7th day of December,
Now the 7th day of December,
2015,
2015.
I, James Temlin,
I, James J. Temple,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support,
I will support,
obey, and defend
defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of the office of school director
of the office of school director
for the Scranton School District
of the Scranton School District
with fidelity
with fidelity
and strive for the success of this organization
and strive for the success of this organization
within the laws of the Commonwealth
within the laws of the Commonwealth
and bylaws of this organization.
and the bylaws of this organization.
Congratulations.
Wish I could say this.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir. Good luck to you.
Congratulations, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to review the list of the qualified and legally elected board members. Robert Casey, 2013 to 2017. Cy Duahi, 2013 to 2017. Paul Duffy, 2016 to 2020. Can't believe I'm saying 2020. Robert Lesh, the same 2016 to 2020. Mark McAnder, 2013 to 2017. Carol Oleski, 2016 to 2020. Tom Schuster, 2016 to 2020. Robert Sheridan, 2013 to 2017. And James Timlin, 2016 to 2020. Okay, now I'd like a motion for a temporary chair, please.
I'd like to make a motion to elect Director Robert Sheridan to President of the Scranton School Board.
We're going to the temporary chair.
Mrs. Orr, I'll volunteer for the chair.
Okay, do I have a second for that?
Second.
Thank you.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mr. Duahi?
Yes.
Mr. Duffy?
Yes.
Mr. Lesh?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Mrs. Oleski?
Yes.
Mr. Schuster?
Yes.
Mr. Tinlin?
Yes.
Mr. Sheridan?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Now, I'll entertain a motion for the office of President of the Board of Directors. Mr. Duffy?
I'd like to restate my motion to elect Director Robert Sheridan, President of the Scranton School Board.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Lesh. We'll get roll call at this time, Mrs. Orr?
Mr. Duahi?
Yes.
Mr. Duffy?
Yes.
Mr. Lesh?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
Yes.
Mrs. Oleski?
Yes.
Mr. Schuster?
Yes.
Mr. Tinlin?
Yes.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
And Mr. Sheridan?
Yes.
9 affirmative.
Congratulations. There's no need to entertain a motion to close nominations at this time.
Right.
And now we'll have, you want to take a minute? Take a minute? You want to say hello to everybody? You want to congratulate them? Okay, shake my hand. I will now entertain a motion for the office of Vice President nominations.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Director Duahi for Vice President.
Second.
Seconded, thank you. Mrs. Orr?
Mr. Duffy?
Yes.
Mr. Lesh?
Yes.
Mr. McAndrew?
No.
Mrs. Oleski?
Yes.
Mr. Schuster?
No.
Mr. Timlin?
No.
Mr. Casey?
Yes.
Mr. Dwight?
Yes.
Mr. Sheridan?
Yes.
6 affirmative, 3 negative, motion passes.
Thank you. Now, a motion to close nominations is not necessary, and now we'll swear in the president.
Now the 7th day of December, 2015.
Now the 7th day of December, 2015.
I, Robert Sheridan,
I, Robert Sheridan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
to support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of the office of the President
of the office of President
of the Scranton School Board
of the Scranton School Board
with fidelity
with fidelity
and strive for the success
and strive for the success
of this organization
of this organization
within the laws of the Commonwealth
the laws of the Commonwealth
and the bylaws of this
and the
organization.
bylaws of this organization.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Really
I think that the soft chair matters. So he likes the hard chair, so he says the soft chair matters.
Can you change my name? Thank you. Do it.
Now the 7th day of December,
And now the 7th day of December
2015.
2015.
I, Cy White,
I, Cy White,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and
defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this
and
Commonwealth,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of the office of Vice President
of the office of Vice President
of the Scranton School Board
of the Scranton School Board with fidelity
and strive for the success
and strive for the success
of this organization
of this organization
within the laws of the Commonwealth
within the laws of the Commonwealth
and the bylaws of this
and the
organization.
bylaws of this organization.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And now,
You don't get the glasses.
now, the president will call the roll. Mrs. Dorr.
Roll call, Mrs. Orr.
Mr. Casey?
Present.
Mr. Dwight?
President.
Mr. Duffy?
Present.
Mr. Lesh?
Here.
Mr. McAndrew?
Present?
Mrs. Oleski?
Present.
Mr. Schuster?
Present.
Mr. Timlin? Mr. Sheridan?
Here. Yes.
9 present.
No, I have to. Okay. I'd like to say, again, the outgoing members of the school board, good luck. It's been great working with you and a great bonding together, and we'll miss you dearly. For new coming officers, we welcome every one of you. We think you're going to work great with the new board. I think in 2016, we will have unity in our board. We will work together and become all friends. And we have a big job in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, in the next year with the state budget. And we're looking into some tough decisions, and I'm looking forward to it. And I know I can fill this office well because I have 8 other directors, strong people behind me. And I welcome again the new members and our existing members, Carol, Duff, Zy, Mark, Bobby. and all our new directors, thank you again for working with us, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to become your president. And I promise you, in the future, we're going to work together. Superintendent, Doctor, I'm looking forward to working with you and everyone in the administration for a good 2016. And thank you again for your support in making me president. I want to invite everybody down to Ale Mary's. We're going to have a little celebration party down there on 100 block of Franklin Avenue right after the meeting. And with that, I'll call for an adjournment. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Melly wants to say a few words, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it's an honor and privilege to be a school director. And for those that are the outgoing school directors, thank you for your time. It's not easy. You're working on behalf of the students, and you're working with the district and general administration. This horseshoe is not an easy job. And like I said, it is an honor and privilege to be a director. But I also do want to bring up that in June of 2011, I think Mr. Lesh was here, I was here, and I think Mr. Wand was here. The state took $5.6 million right out of our budget, immediately. So this district worked hard to move forward. That money was taken away in the middle of our fiscal year, never given back. And that went forward from there. This job is not easy. This job is hard. There's great responsibility and great opportunity to make great things happen, which you will do in the future. This is about the students, and all of you know that's what it's about. To the president, vice president, congratulations on your new position. Congratulations, Si, on your position as president. Yours as vice president. This is not an easy job or an easy task. You have a lot of work ahead of you. But I believe that all 9 of you together, working together, can make it happen. Scranton School District is a great district. Most districts look to us for advice on where they're going to move their district. We're the ones. In 2016, I think you have a great year ahead. Make it happen. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to those really, to the new directors. Talk to the directors that are here. They're the ones that you're going to be bouncing questions on. Ask questions. That's what this is about. That's the only way that you're going to learn. You got a great administration here. They're open for all types of questions. So don't hesitate. Ask those questions. Congratulations to all of you. Enjoy your night. This is a fabulous night for all of you. Congratulations.
I'd like to say, I'd also like to say one thing before we adjourn too. I want to thank not only our administration and the doctor, but I want to congratulate and thank our union people. As we went through some tough times in the last 4 or 5 months with negotiating all the contracts, and everybody did a fabulous job. We all came together, we put things together, and I hope now in the next year that we can really, really, really put a good year together and be all friends and strive for success in the school district. I just want to say that. Thank you again to all our union people. You did a great job. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Okay. Second motion, adjourned.